Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to this new episode of F1 Manager 22. This is my Williams Road to Glory. We are in Austria. My name is Kevin. I am a geek, and you are watching Kevin the Geek. So, looking at the weather forecast, we are going to be having a wet race today here in Austria. Now, how have the practice sessions gone? Teo Pacher in practice 1 got P11, Albon got P15. Into practice 2, Pierre Gasly got P1, Alexander Albon got P6. In practice 3, which was just a very hard kind of race strategy kind of run with the hard compact tyres, we were obviously plumb last. But that is irrelevant, because we want to know, obviously, how we did in qualifying, because qualifying is where it really matters. Now, you will notice that Charles Leclerc and Mick Schumacher are both taking grid penalties for this race because of the engine part consumption. So, how does it look? Well, we finally got both drivers into qualifying 3. That's brilliant. Finally managed to get there. Sergio Perez got knocked out in qualifying 2. That was the big shock in there. McLaren's still doing really badly in this series. I mean, Aston Martin and Haas, I mean, they're just really bad in this game so far. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with them. But Charles Leclerc is dropping further back down the grid. So he is going to have some problems here. And then, of course, Ocon and Alonso in the Alpines doing really well over splitting the 2 Mercedes of George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. And then Zhou Guanyu just sneaking into qualifying 3 above Sebastian Vettel. You can see just missing out there by 100th of a second. Now, for our sponsorship targets, we have achieved all of them for qualifying. So, really good news there. Position finish. Obviously, we want to have at least 2 drivers finish in P2. Position gain in a wet race. I think we're going to be able to do something here. So, I'm gonna push that both drivers are gonna get. Hang on, where are we? So we're starting 7th and 8th. I'm going to guess that both of them are going to make up 2 places. No. Do we go with 1? No. Gasly, I don't know. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to go 2 each. So 6th and 7th highest. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with that, you know? That's what I'm going to go with. And our hot streak targets, of course, we have now completed our qualifying position streak of getting at least 1 driver into P15 or higher. So that's a nice little bonus there. And now for our finish streak position, we want at least 1 driver in 10th or higher for the next 5 races. Hopefully, we're going to be able to do that today. Now, of course, it is a very fast track here at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. Carlos Sainz has the lap record of apparently a 1:05.619. It's a fast track. It's a really fast track. Obviously, we've got 3 DRS zones. All along the big the start finish straight. Then in between turns 1 and 3, and then of course the one between turns 3 and 4. So lots of potential for overtaking here. Car attributes, we want top speed and high speed cornering. That suits our car reasonably well. Safety car deployments over the last 4 seasons, we've had 80%. So if we do manage to get our safety our pit stop done on the safety car, that's going to do us about 13 seconds. Now it is predicted to be a 1-stop race. However, this of course is based on it being a dry race, which is not going to be the thing. So we're going to come into that in just 1 second. Obviously, since the most recent patch updates, we see that the tyre performance is substantially better. We are still looking at around about 0.6 of a gap between the softs and the hards. and around about 3/10 between the mediums and the hards on average per lap. I'm not expecting to use the mediums today, and I'll come to that in just 1 second. So only one repeat winner in the last 4 years. Verstappen winning twice in 19 and 21. Bottas for Mercedes in 2020, and last year in season 1 of this Road to Glory series, it was Carlos Sainz. So, how did we do last year out? We did very badly. 17th and 18th here in this one. We had a very slow car. But we're aiming to do a heck of a lot better this time out. Now you can see I've already set up my strategy. We're already waiting here to go. Now, I was trying to work this out. And I was trying to do... hang on, how do we do this? There we go. Because we're going to be stopping around about lap 42, it looks like. Hang on, that's not right. Hang on, let me bring that back down. That's the one we want to be at about 42. There we go, perfect. See, it's averaging. It's saying it's going to be averaging around about a 10-second race. To be perfectly honest, even if we go up to aggressive on all of them, it's still 2 seconds slower than the soft compound tyre. So, see, I reckon we can push aggressive when it comes to the actual the intermediates. Or maybe even aggressive when it comes to the intermediates, and Severs has about 10 seconds there. But the hards, we're just going to keep it nice and simple, just going to slowly trundle on. We're not going to do too much there at all. So, the pit stop time is going to be absolutely crucial in this race. We want a perfect timed pit stop, so that we can really take advantage. The moment it starts getting raining, because of course how quickly the rain can come. I've been seeing this in a few different rainy videos. I've been trying to get a bit of an idea. I reckon even if we're right by the pit stop, when by the pit lane, sorry, the pit lane entrance, when the rain first initially hits, and we can come straight into the pit stop. By the time we've actually come in and done the pit stop, you get into that 1 millimeter level where it's then intermediate to the best. So if we can do that perfectly timed, it will mean that we can get a massive jump potentially on the AI. So we want to do this. Is everyone going to be doing a one stop and going mediums to inters? Or is anybody going to be braving it out and going medium medium or medium hard, medium soft, whatever? We're going to find out. Are you excited? Are you sitting down comfortably? I'm really excited. Let's get going to the Austrian Grand Prix. Let's go.
The drivers have now taken position on the grid, and it's looking like a cloudy day. Looking at the Williams now. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. And then we've got Alex Albon. With a top 10 position on the grid, this race could really go either way for them. The teams are ready to go. It's the race we've all been waiting for. It's the Austrian Grand Prix. It's lights out. And away we go!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Right, let's be on board with Pierre Gasly. Guan Yu Zhou's already managed to lose out there to Guan Yu Zhou.
Okay, keep pushing, keep pushing.
But he's already pushing back on him. He's already pushing back on him, who's on the medium compound tyres. We're going to have the inside line coming into turn 3. So we're going to get that move done. Nicely done. Thank you very much, Guan Yu Zhou, for leaving me the space. And there's Pierre right behind Lewis Hamilton. So as it currently stands, the order is Sainz, Russell, Verstappen, Ocon, Alonso, Hamilton, Gasly, Albon, Zhou, Bottas, Vettel, Leclerc, Perez, Norris, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Stroll, Schumacher and Vesti. So what are all... Whoa, we have quite a mixture. We have quite a mixture. I'm going to go running through the tyres compounds in a moment. Because we don't want to push too much and burn out all of our DRS and everything like that straight away. And we don't want to do our fuel-wise too much either. But tyre-wise, we are going to run through that just for the first 2 laps. Let's make sure we try and get the gain on with regards to that. There we go, you've got lovely, nice on board there with Albon. You can see the battle with Hamilton and Gasly just up ahead. Gasly beginning to pull away just a little bit from Alexander Albon as we currently stand. You see Guan Yu Zhou not quite on the back of Alexander Albon there either, but of course this is such a such a fast track that it will take a while for you to really pull out good gaps. There we go. DRS is now enabled, so we're going to drop back down into standard for both drivers. Okay, now let's take a look at the tyre compounds. Okay. Let's take a look at the tyre compounds for both drivers. Oops, sorry. There we go. Sorry, there we go. Okay. So, we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it's a 50-50 split in the grids, in all the drivers. Half the drivers are on medium compound tyres, half of them are on the mediums. From the looks of it, it's the majority of the slower drivers, the bottom half of the grid, that are going for the hard compound tyres. The only ones in the top 10 that are on the hard is Verstappen and then the 2 Williams, with myself, with Gasly and Albon. Everybody else is on the mediums. Now, from my practice sessions, when I was trying to go on with full fuel and do it, my estimate for the medium compound tyres, you were probably... Oh, multiple crash! Multiple crash in Sector 3. What's happened? It looks towards the back of the grid. Stroll and Schumacher, I believe.
Okay,
and it's a full safety car. Full safety car. Okay, way too early. We're not going to do anything. So let's just drop everything down. Okay.
There's been contact and several cars involved. Let's take a closer look. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher.
Oh! Damn! That's a big crash.
And there's the crash. Mark my words.
I mean, there's a rear wing loss there, I think, for Lance Stroll.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Either both drivers are completely out of this race.
Crashed.
Both drivers are out of this race. Wow. Okay, let's just speed up a little bit then. Let's catch up with the safety car. Okay. Yeah, so from my predictions pre-race, it was probably looking in the region of around about I would say about lap 30 is the point where you just begin to start dropping off. So if I was going to be going for a 2-strap before the interval, before the if I was looking to do a pit stop before going on to the medium, oh my god, I can't even speak today. Hang on, 1 second. if I was planning on doing a pit stop before going on to the intermediates, there we go, that's how you say it, I would have done medium soft. That's what I would be doing, because obviously the very short period of time that you're doing before then you go on to the intermediate tyres. However, because it's such a short thing, you only talk about 10 laps, you're talking, obviously, in green flag running, you're about 20 seconds lost time, 20-ish seconds, so you're losing. So, you know, I don't think you're going to make that time up. I really don't think you're going to make that time up by the time you then have to pit again on the intermediate. So that's why I've chosen against going with a stop before the intermediates, because I don't think you're going to gain any advantage on it. Could we be wrong in this regard? I don't know. Right, safety car is coming in this lap. Safety car is coming in on this lap, on lap number 6. Okay, right, so we need to just make sure that we are doing everything right. We're going to push nice and hard, which saves ourselves a little bit of fuel, a bit of ERS, and everything like that. So we're going to go full send on the restart, and hopefully we can make some places up. At the moment we're still in 7th place where we started, but that's fine. It's absolutely fine. Now I think there must be a bit of a glitch with the sponsorship thing. So obviously when you talk about gaining positions, technically if we stay exactly where we are and we had done it just literally to gain one single place for each driver, we would have done that automatically, because it based it on what our qualifying was, not where we actually start the grid following the grid penalties for Charles Leclerc, you know. So here we go. We are running again. Let's just go back to the intervals. We'll see how close we are. So let's go on board with Albon. We can see the battle with Gasly just up ahead. We ideally don't want our two drivers to be fighting with each other.
This is good, come on.
There we are, so we're push, push, push. I'm only going to use the ERS, sorry, down this main straight. Oh, is Gasly going to get the move done? I don't think he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he is actually.
Copy.
He's getting the move done on Lewis Hamilton. Is he going to hold it? Oh, he's touched a little bit onto the grass there. But no, that is a really good move there done by Gasly.
From Williams. We can take a look now. Now look at this. It's Pierre Gasly.
He's going all the way round the inside, all the way round the turn. You see, they just goes onto the grass there to make that move stick.
There they go.
But he doesn't lose out on the time there, so that is really great news.
That was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted.
I think we're going to do one more lap, going very attacking with our tyres. See if Albon can manage to make a little jump here as well. That would be really great news. Probably unlikely, but you never know. We'll have to wait and see. Not quite on that occasion. Okay, so let's just bring everything back down then for both drivers there. Fuel-wise, we are just going to keep pushing just a little bit. We're going to keep an eye out on it. You know, we're going to keep seeing what's happening, seeing what's happening on track. Just going to go into double speed because there's not going to be a lot of backwards and forwards on this track.
DRS enabled.
DRS is now enabled. So we're not going to have it right here. But we are now going to get it wide open. There you go. There's a bit of a DRS train running from Verstappen, who's coming in third, all the way back down to Sergio Perez. That's a lot there. A lot of DRS cars. So that's going to make overtaking quite tricky for a little while. Oh! You can see there Verstappen behind now. The two Alpines are going 3 wide as they come round. Let's just try and see if we can keep an eye on what's happening here. This could be really good news for our race because Verstappen, of course, is on the hard compound tyres. If he gets pushed closer to Pierre Gasly, that's really good news for us. Is Verstappen going to be doing a one-stop? I would most likely presume he is, if he's on the hards, but you never know for definite. So we are currently in P6 and P8 as it currently stands. Alonso currently 2 seconds off George Russell and Carlos Sainz up ahead. Oh, Albon's just lost out to Guan Yu Zhou there. It looks like he's getting the move back again. Nice and easily done there. But he is outside of the DRS range of of Hamilton. So, just going to ask him to deploy now. Just want you to close up that gap.
Okay.
Close up that gap to Lewis Hamilton, please. We need to be in that DRS range. Can we close up to it by the time we get to the main pit straight? I hope we can. Not quite. Oh, which means he's just pulling away from us again. This makes our race a lot harder if we can't hang on to the back of those, because now we have to fight with the likes of Guan Yu Zhou and Bottas. Not an ideal situation there. Gasly is the main one. Gasly is the main one. He is our best driver at the present moment in time. We want him to do extremely well. You never know. A really good podium could be on the finish, considering that of the 5 cars ahead of us, 4 of them will be pitting before the intermediate tyres. That is what's going to be crucial in this race. Particularly that we've had the safety car a couple of laps. When are they actually going to pit? It will be interesting to find out. So at the moment our hard compound tyre wear is around about the same as those medium drivers. Verstappen's on around about 90%, as are a lot of the other drivers. So maybe we've just been pushing that a little bit harder towards the start. I'll just lose out there to Guan Yu Zhou once again. Now currently 2 seconds back there from Hamilton. But Hamilton, I believe, is also, yes, on the medium. So I'm not too worried at this stage. Not too worried at this stage. Just going to speed up a couple of laps.
And a new position just gained by
and Pierre Gasly is now ahead of Max Verstappen and Ocon. So he's now coming up into P4. P4 for Albon. Can we see that overtake? As Ocon gets right back behind him again.
Let's focus.
This is a good, probably 5-way battle at the moment for 3.
Let's take a look at
oh,
the
this is the one that overtaking taking Gasly.
Like
Damn it! I thought we were going to see the other one. So at the moment, based on the one spots, at the moment we're effective P1 in this race. We're effectively P1, unless they really catch us back up, which just changed onto the intermediate. Oh, but Verstappen is getting past us. Oh no, we're getting past him again. Just make that move stick. We're able to hold on there. Ooh! Oh, nearly went into the back of Alonso there. Let's go on board with Gasly right now. Albon has just gained up into P8, overtaking Valtteri Bottas. We can see a replay.
And there's an overtake from Williams. Let's have a look. Now watch this. Here's the moment involving
Simple
Albon.
overtake with the DRS. Yeah. Straightforward overtake. Those are the overtakes I find quite boring, you know. I like to see properly good attacking in the corners and stuff like that. Not a boring DRS overtake. Yeah, that's way too boring, you know. So Sainz and Russell are going to have a bit of an advantage when it comes to them doing their two-stop race, because at the moment they're currently 3 seconds ahead of Esteban Ocon, who's currently in P3. But if Russell and Sainz begin to squabble with each other, that could slow them up and just allow us to just catch back up a little bit. We are doing quite a lot of pushing since the original safety car, which was around about 10 laps we've been going.
That's a position gain,
but we've not really put a dent in our fuel consumption in our delta. So I've just realised it actually says now in kilograms rather than laps. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, you know, because I don't know like how many kilograms is a lap. You know, is a kilogram 1 lap, 2 laps, or whatever. But anyway, we're in the positive on the fuel. That's the most important thing. So I think Verstappen and Hamilton starting to have just a little bit of a squabble with each other. Good news for us. How's Albon doing? Currently behind Guan Yu Zhou, only 4 seconds back, which actually is another good thing, because we've got a bit of a gap now to Albon and Gasly. If we were pitting on the exact same lap, it means that hopefully we're not going to lose out time in terms of a double stack. So positive thinking there by Mr. Geek here. Let's have a look at that overtake, or was it just a DRS one? Yeah, basically a DRS overtake. Wide open. Extra couple miles per hour. I'm looking mushmouth today. Really mushmouth. Okay. So the yellow flag, we're going to get just a replay about what that was. Vettel. Sebastian Vettel running wide. Oh, that was running quite wide. Oh,
forced wide, and they.
The McLaren there just having to take evasive action there. Daniel Ricciardo. Leclerc has now caught up to the battle as well, obviously having started with the grid penalty. So Leclerc is going to want to bound his way up the grid. How are tyres now beginning to look? We're slightly better than the mediums now, but still a little bit off compared to the rest of them. Oh, another car's ran wide.
They've gone wide.
As George Russell. Oh, okay.
Here's George Russell.
Yeah, he's gone wide there. He's going to lost a little bit of time. So he's not going to be in that DRS battle now with Carlos Sainz. This is going to allow him to pull away a little bit, because George Russell has now been dragged into this battle, all the way now from P2 down to P7. Wow, okay. This is going to change things up a little bit. So we're still ahead of Verstappen at the present moment in time. So we're still effectively P1. Just going to speed on a little bit. Russell is just beginning.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
Russell is just starting to begin to gain on Carlos Sainz, which is great news, because we've got a fast car at the top of that DRS train pack. They're pulling all of us along with the greater speeds there as well. So could that mean we rein in Carlos Sainz, and then we end up having a 7-way battle DRS train for the lead? We're going to keep an eye on that. We're going to keep an eye on that. What was the last lap times? George Russell about 2/10 last time out. So Gasly was a good, what, 7, 6, 7 tenths faster than Carlos Sainz there. So we're gaining. We're gaining. It's definitely gaining. That's great news. Great news. Oh, George Russell's actually just dropped down. George Russell now in P4. Back up to P3. Oh, this is probably now. Carlos Sainz just gonna. Is he gonna maintain this around about 3-second gap?
You're doing a good job.
Gasly up into P4 as it currently stands. Up into P4. George Russell now 2.6 back.
Let's take
have a look. Is this just another DRS one?
Now look at this. It's Pierre Gasly.
Yeah, boring DRS one. We don't care about that. Right, has anyone been lapped yet? Not as of yet. But Frederick Vesely down in 18th place. He's around about 30 seconds back off Carlos Sainz at the moment in time. But it won't be long. It won't be long before he gets overtaken. I mean, he's what? A good nearly 2 seconds a lap faster than him at that moment. Right, stop squabbling with George. Just let him do his race. Don't bother about doing an overtaking on him. Just let him drag us along. That's what we want, you know? Albon, another one up into P8. And of course, he's now 7 seconds back from Lewis Hamilton there. Oh, hang on. Why is Gasly suddenly a second and a half off them ahead? Wow, what's happening there? Whoa, we need to push on a little bit.
Copy.
What the hell has happened there?
Push more.
Copy.
I don't know how they managed to break away that much there.
I'm just all over the place.
Stay cool, man. You're doing a good job.
Red Bull moved up.
Yeah, how did that gap open up just out of nowhere?
Yeah, take it easy.
Okay.
I mean, it's understandable for you know, Albon back there, but these guys, they were literally in a massive DRS train. Hopefully now Verstappen can be the one to pull us along, catch back up with Russell again. That was mental how that happened. That was absolutely mental. Still got loads of fuel. That's great news there. We're doing absolutely right at the present moment in time for our tyre wise. Doing exactly what we need to do there. Again, still had Verstappen now about 2.5 seconds off Ocon. What is happening here? Literally, what is happening?
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Where did that come from? Bonkers. Absolute bonkers there. How that gap has opened up.
Red Bull gained a place.
Is Gasly now about to drop away? Oh, Hamilton's in the pit. Hamilton is in the pit on lap 27. So this is interesting now. Are we about to see the beginnings of the the medium drivers changing? So at the moment we're talking, realistically, we're talking what, 15 laps or so, aren't we? Until you get there. So if I was going to be changing right now, oh, there we go. Right. Yeah, I would literally be going straight onto the soft compound tyres. I would not do anything else, because there's absolutely no sense for it. Let's see what Hamilton is going on to. Is that on the hards? Is he on the hards? I think he is, you know. Why would you do that? Why would you stop about 15 laps before before the wet tyres
This is good.
by going on to the hards. That's madness.
And a new position just gained by Williams. That's a position gained for AlphaTauri.
Yeah, that's bonkers. What are the strategists thinking? That makes no sense to me. None at all. And Gasly is now almost onto the back of George Russell.
Use energy.
Right, just want to try it and just pull up and catch up there to George Russell and Ocon. There we go. Now we're back in the DRS train. That's what we want. Now Albon there. Leclerc's at the head of it. Oh, well, he was. Wang Yu's just getting ahead of him there as well. And Leclerc gets back ahead of him again. Okay. Now we're in this DRS train again. We can hopefully now stay with them. Stay with them. Maintain our tyres. Maintain our fuel delta. We don't have to use our ERS as well. Oh, lap 28, Sainz and Alonso. So this is lap 28. Alonso and Sainz are in the pit. Are they also going to be doing a hard, or are they going to be doing something else? We need to find out. This is going to be so crucial, I think, to our race. Let's watch Sainz. He's doing the same as on the hards. He's into the hards. Oh, Alonso, Joe, Bottas. Are they all going onto them? What's going on? Look at them, all those drivers in. Is everyone going to be on the hards?
Bottas is pitted.
I think they are. It's just...
Red Bull moved up.
Oh my God, they literally are. And Ocon and Russell are about to pit. Are they literally about to do the same? Right, here's George Russell going on to the hards. Ocon going on to the hards. Oh my God. This means currently Gasly is P1. Yellow flag in sector 2. Someone just ran wide. That's okay. And George Russell does get out ahead of Ocon.
Wide there. Let's have a look. Daniel Ricciardo involved here. Going wide like
really
that
wide there.
could cost them badly.
Slow return to get on back onto the track there. My God.
We've just had a car run wide.
So again, they're literally going onto the hard compound tyres with being
It's good.
literally, what we're talking 10, 12, 13 laps away from the wet tyres, by my estimate.
This is good. Come on.
But as long as we
Let's
can stay
focus.
with Verstappen, that's the crucial thing. We need to stay
Bull
with
gained the
Verstappen
pace.
as long as possible, because now it's going to be the timing for the safety car will be crucial. Absolutely crucial. Leclerc's in the pits as well. Surely he's not also going to be on them,
You're doing a
going
good
on to
job.
the hards. With, what, basically about 10... He is! Oh my God! Right, we need smarter AI here. We need smarter AI in this game. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. mean, you look at it. So Carlos Sainz, well, Hamilton was one of the earliest to pits. I mean, obviously he is now in a bit of that DRS train. Yeah, compared to Tsunoda behind him, is about a second faster. You know, so Carlos Sainz compared to Albon, who's obviously on the hard, the older hards, and Sainz is on the new hards, he's slower. So, what was there to be gained? That's just ridiculous. Absolutely bloody ridiculous. So we've now got, it's now Red Bull Williams in the top 4, as it currently stands. Hamilton currently purple, sector 1. We're going to get purple sector 2 as well. No, he's yellow sector 2. Didn't get anything in sector 3. Is he maybe going to get a new fastest lap? With his newer
that's good.
hard compound tyres? No, he doesn't.
Good job.
Russell does though. Russell apparently gets it.
Not do anything.
It's okay, Alex. We're doing really, really well. Yellow flag sector 2. What's happening in sector 2?
Who's running wide there?
It's Kevin Magnussen. We're not too worried about him. He's right at the back of the grid. Gasly is locked in a battle with Verstappen. Perez is locked in a battle with Albon. Carlos Sainz for the 8 seconds behind Albon. I wonder how close is he going to be when it comes to the pit stop. That'll be interesting. That'll be crucial. Another yellow flag. What was the yellow flag there?
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
Carlos Sainz 8.2 seconds back, 8.4 seconds
there?
back. Vettel round wide, he's down to 14, but don't care about him right now. So we've currently got a Williams sandwich in first and fourth with Red Bulls as the lovely filling. Ideally, we'd love it to be a Williams 1-2, but not too worried about that. Sainz currently 7.7 seconds behind Albon. He's about 3/10 faster in the last lap. Someone's ran wide in sector 3. What's happened there?
Keep pushing. Keep
It's
pushing.
Charles Leclerc.
Here's the replay. Watch this. There's Leclerc.
Oh,
Well, I don't know what
that was one in the pit straight.
Completely off the racing line.
So Leclerc's really lost out there after making up all that good work at the start of the race. Carlos Sainz back to 7.6 at the moment. Right, what's it suggesting? It's going to be a damp track in 12 minutes. Around about 12 minutes time. Okay, so we need to really keep an eye on that. As it currently is, Gasly is in the lead. Verstappen just goes ahead of him as we go into turn 1. So I'm going to get the DRS here. I'm going to get this move back. And then Verstappen's probably going to get back the next one.
Good job.
Nicely done.
And Albon's managed to get past Sergio Perez.
Now look at this. It's Pierre.
So Carlos Sainz is round about just up under the 7-second mark now, with what, maybe 8 laps to go, I think, before we start to go to the wet tyres.
The tyres haven't really come down.
That's okay, don't you worry, you're doing a great job, great job. Definitely looks like he's gained a little bit on that last lap, Carlos Sainz. Oh, yeah, nearly 8/10 faster last time out. Could this be where the hard tyres times just begin to die off? So if we're based on about, a second a lap gain, Carlos Sainz could get right onto the back of Albon by the time that we actually hit the wets. It's possible.
Further rain expected.
Here we go. Here's the news about the rain. What are we looking? Say 9 minutes. 9 minutes. What are our last times?
Red Bull moved up.
So what, we're talking about 7 laps-ish?
Don't tell me we can't do anything.
It's okay, don't you worry. Again, Sainz over a second faster than Albon last time out. So he's getting closer. He's chipping away just little by little, little by little. Of course, the running wide of George Russell early in the race has really done him a very poor turn. He's now 5 seconds back off Carlos Sainz, where for ages he was so on the back of his gearbox all the way through. Okay, so we've got positions 2 and 3 at the present moment in time. Oh, Gaz is just beginning to drop off. I just want you to deploy, just make sure you catch back up to him.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, we need to make sure we're on the back of Verstappen. 7 minutes. 7 minutes until a damp track, apparently. Carlos Sainz 4.5 seconds off Albon. Oh, it's getting a bit squeaky bum time. Getting really squeaky bum time.
And a new position, just gained by
We
Williams.
need to keep such a close eye on the wets. For the looks of it, when you look at the wet weathers, probably in literally about a lap or two according to this, although at the same time it's saying about 5 minutes until a damp track. So we've got to time this so perfectly.
Okay, good job.
Unless it's our forecast that is inaccurate. Oh! Here we go! You can see it is raining. It is raining. It's 0.81. Right, we're pitting this lap. Okay, I want you to push. Literally, both of you push with everything you've got with the last little bits of those tyres.
Stay cool, man. You're doing a good job. We're going to box.
The track is now damp. The track is now damp. So everyone should now have to pit. Ricciardo and Magnussen are already in the pit stops. In the pit. Right, yes. Top 3 are all in. So fortunately we did manage to use that to get the jump. Is anyone staying out? Oh, it looks like George Russell is staying out. He's going to lose so much time, unless he's already pitted. No, he hasn't. And Perez has not yet pitted. Right, hang on, let's just take a look, see. Right, Perez, Russell, Ocon, Leclerc, they have all not yet pitted. They are driving on hards and a damp track. They are going to lose so much time now.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah.
I think we could look. Look, there's Perez. Look how slowly he's having to go. We've already caught him up. Wow, that is madness.
You're doing a good job.
Wow. Albon obviously currently stuck behind George Russell, who's surely going to be coming into pit. Right, George, Alex has finally got past George. Perez is finally into the pit. Yellow flag is sector 3. Someone's ran wide. Who was that? Right, so that's Albon up into P3. We've got both drivers on the podium right now. Carlos Sainz. And has he actually pitted? Yes, he has. Right. George Russell still hasn't pitted. What was his last lap time? That can't be right, that George is faster on the hards compared to Verstappen and Gasly on the mediums. Sorry, on the inters. That can't be right. That's bonkers. Yeah, now he's losing all the time. Yes, so now he's coming into pit. Right. There we go. Okay, so Carlos Sainz is about 4 seconds back from Albon. And Albon's another 12 seconds. So it is Gasly against Verstappen for the race win. Obviously, DRS has been disabled. So we don't have that to hang on to him, unfortunately. Which is a real shame. George Russell, what were Mercedes thinking there? He's down to P14. Oh, yellow flag sector 3. Oh, was that Albon who ran wide?
Oh, they've run wide.
It was
Let's
Albon.
take a closer look. Now watch this. Here's the moments involving Albon. They're forced wide, and there.
Oh, that's frustrating. That is frustrating. That means that Carlos Sainz is right on his tail. And obviously then you'll have Hamilton a few seconds back from him there as well. I really want Albon to finish on the podium as well as Gasly. They've both done such an incredible job this race. They've been doing absolutely wonderfully. At least the faster drivers behind don't have the DRS to use for the overtake. That's the one saving grace that we have. It's going to be harder for them to overtake. So unless anything major happens for Gasly, we should at least get P2, which I will be absolutely freaking delighted with. Carlos Sainz still just stuck behind him. Can't get any moves done at the moment. Now we're just on board with Pierre, just watching the back of Verstappen's gearbox. I'd love him to spin out or run wide or something like that. Carlos Sainz still on the back, can't get the move done right this moment in time. Oh! Nearly ran into the back of us there, nearly lost his front wing, which would have been great news for us. But it does look like we've put out a little bit of a gap on Lewis Hamilton, which is really good news to see. Back aboard with Pierre. Doing really, really good job. We've just got to settle in now. We've got this, what now, 20 odd laps? Yeah, 20 odd laps. What will be? Yeah, 46, 56, 56. Yeah, about 25 laps to go in the wets. Oh my God. It's a long ways to go. A lot can happen. Oh, Gasly just losing touch a little bit to Verstappen, but let's just try and stay with him as best as we can. How are things looking down the other end of the grid? Frederick Vesti, he is going to get lapped very, very soon by Alexander Albon. You can see him just up ahead. I feel bad for those back marker teams because, of course, you know, it's a really difficult one to actually begin challenging. You know, you've got to put a lot of time, money, investment into everything. It doesn't just happen overnight or in one season. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, obviously in real life, no. I mean, Williams are never going to get to literally, you know, 2 and 3. Oh, yellow flag sector 3. Who was that on this occasion? Who was it?
We've had a car run
Alonso.
wide. Let's take a look at the replay.
He's dropped back from Lewis Hamilton then a little bit.
Alpine. And they've gone wide. Way wide.
Way wide. Thank you, Crofty. Gasly should be getting ready to overtake Norris and Magnussen soon, which is his first lap. So Vesti is going to be, he's already been lapped. The other two, Magnussen and Norris, have not yet been lapped, but they're going to be. You can see they're right on the back of them there as well. Oh dear. But Sainz, so far, still not managed to get past Albon. So that's the great news that the wet weather does. It does negate those faster cars. And that's what I love about a wet weather race. It just throws up that unpredictability that you just don't know what's going to happen. But I'll tell you what. Yeah, a P2 and a P3 finish, I mean even a 2 and a 4 place finish, you know, compared to where we were last season, it is an amazing achievement. Obviously we lucked out with our 1 points finish last year with P5 in Belgium, which of course was episode, I think it was number 11. If you haven't watched the Belgian Grand Prix from last season, what the hell are you doing? You know, literally, what are you doing? I'll see if I can put the, you know, one of the information card things up in the top right-hand corner for the link for that particular episode. If you have not already watched it, then definitely go. Make sure you do go and watch that today, because that was just one of the most brilliant races ever. I think it was something like 8 cars crashed out, 5 safety cars, something random like that. It was absolutely mental. It was absolutely mental. So yeah, I'll see if I can put it in an iCard at the top right-hand corner if you're watching this back after, of course, I've finished everything. But for now, we are of course still on board. Let's just go on board with Carlos Sainz. Let's see. Like, I mean, Albon's doing a fantastic job at his defending. We've had to work on his defending skills to be able to just hold him off. But we're doing really, really good there. Doing a really good job. Just keep it going, Alex. Keep it going for as long as you can. Just going to speed up just a little bit by a couple of laps, because obviously we're nicely settled in. There's not much that's going on at the present moment in time. Nothing that can be altered or done. And still Carlos Sainz just stuck right behind him. Hamilton's run wide, which is great news. Now, even more so. That's even more good news for Albon. So it means that the threat of Hamilton trying to get past is pretty much negated there as well, even if Sainz does get past him. Unless Gasly or Albon do a massive cock up, or you know,
This is good to come on.
Oh, apparently he had an overtake attempt. It looks a little bit far back for that to me.
Use energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just see if you can get in a bit closer again. We want to be within about a second or so. Fine. We know that's happening. And gain a bit again. Just gain. There we go. Now back within that half-second range again. That's what we like to see. Yeah, so unless either driver really massively cocks up, I can't see any reason that we're going to do it. But speaking of cock-ups, there's a lock-up in Sector 3. Who was this? It was a competitor. Someone's run wide. What's happened? Magnussen. Oh, well, we're not bothered about Magnussen. But all those cars you see just round on the main straight, I believe that is from Sonoda backwards. Yeah. So could we maybe lap all of the non-points finishers by the end of this race? It's possible. Definitely possible. Because I just cannot do enough to get past a little Albon. Come on! Can we see? Ah, no, it's on this one I need to be looking at. So how are we doing in comparison to each other? So we're virtually, I mean, actually, last lap out, we were actually identical lap times. But it was literally, we seem to be faster in the Sector 2, which is where you have a lot of those faster corners. And again, Pierre was just slightly faster last time out. Yeah, Sectors 1 and 2, virtually no real difference there. Oh, this is a live standing. So this is how the standings look if it were to finish right here, right now. Pierre Gasly would go up to 6th. Albon would stay where he is, but 6 points closer to George Russell, who at the moment is not scoring any points. And it would mean Alpine, who are doing a blinding job, they will move up 2 places above Alfa Romeo and McLaren. Excuse me. So what's the lap times been looking at? Oh, someone's locked up. Someone's locked up. Who's locked up? Yellow flag Sector 3. Someone's ran wide. Who was it?
I think there's been a lock-up.
Charles Leclerc. Oh my God.
Okay, here's the Ferrari. Just a
Oh
bit too heavy on the brakes.
See, Charles Leclerc, obviously, I feel bad for him that, obviously, he had the grid penalty, you know, but he was doing such an amazing job. But because the Ferrari strategies have screwed him over, they have literally put him to, basically, to no man's land. He's down in P15. Okay, yeah, he's got the fastest lap of the race. But that's not worth anything, considering the fact... Another car's run wide. Oh my God, another one Sector 3. Who was it this time?
Look at that! They've run
Magnussen
wide.
again. Oh. I want it to be Verstappen. I want Verstappen to run wide. That would be the ideal one. So we just need to overtake him. Just need to be able to overtake him. That's the thing. We just can't quite manage to get the overtake done at the moment. If he locks up though... Oh, Albon's locked up! No!
They've locked upped up and gone.
What was I talking about?
Now we see the Williams here.
Ah!
Yes, there. That's the lockup.
God damn it! God damn it! Right, come on then, Carlos Sainz.
Advance the race position.
What are you talking about? Can we not do anything? You're the one who bloody locked up, mate. Oh. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry to any people that may be religious out there. I'm not using that in a horrible way or anything like that. Oh, that's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. We were holding him off. You know? I'll be interested now to see what the lap times are now for Carlos Sainz. Now he's been freed up. Is he going to be any faster or anything? Let's just let him do one lap. And what does his lap time compare to? About half a second faster than Verstappen. So he ain't going to make up the time. Even if he maintains that, he ain't making that up. You know what?
Welcome to it.
I'm gonna ask Gasly just to start attacking with his tyres. Just see how that lap time looks in comparison. Overheating apparently, severely overheating. Okay, we'll do one lap. Do one full lap on that full-on attack. And yeah, right. Let's see if we can manage to get that. I apologise. I did just miss the comments. Todd Sim Gamer, welcome to the zoo. Yellow flag sector 3. Someone's ran wide. Who is it?
They've gone wide.
It's Esteban Ocon.
Let's take a closer look. Now have a watch of this. Looks like
Oh, another run wide.
Oh dear, that's far wide.
Right, so just trying to push that little bit now with Pierre. Just see if we can manage to potentially overtake him. We're going to be coming up to some lapped cars soon.
But LOL was wrong account. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
Okay, so the time-lapse sim gamer, that's your other candidate, F1 manager. Okay, well, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode. Oh my God, hang on, I nearly dropped my controller. I think I got so excited with you joining me. Yes, we've obviously got a wet weather race, yeah, we're doing incredibly well because half the grid started on mediums and half of the grid started on hards. We decided to go on the hards. We did a one stop to go from literally hards to the intermediates, which was around about lap 41. And literally all of the drivers that stopped, that were started on the mediums, they started, they stopped around about lap 30. So about, what, maybe 10 laps before the wet tyres, and they didn't go to another set of mediums. They didn't go to the softs. No. They went to freaking hard compound tyres with 10 laps or so to go before the wet weather tyres. So clearly, the strategists at many teams need to be fired, putting it that way. Then, of course, we pit virtually the moment that it started raining. Poor George Russell went about 3 laps into the wet before he decided to pit off his hards onto the inters. Perez drove about 2 laps beyond everyone else. Someone else is locked up. Who's locked up? Who's locked up? Who's ran wide? Come on, tell me.
Oh, big lock up there.
Vettel. Oh, we don't care about Vettel. He's been lapped. He's not important. He ain't important. Unfortunately, Albon did have a lockup as well. He unfortunately locked up. He was doing fantastically well. He was literally, what, about, I would say about good 8, 9, 10 laps, holding off Sainz. Sainz literally right on his gearbox, could not manage to get past him in any way, shape or form. And unfortunately, he locked up, and now he's 7 seconds behind Sainz. But we were literally on course. We were literally on course for a second and a third place. So everything is all in the hands of Gasly. He is right on the back of Verstappen. No DRS because of the wets. So could we manage to get something? I sincerely hope so. I don't think we've got any more cars really ahead of us.
8 to go.
Right. Let's see. Once we get past the next corner, can we go up into overtake? Can we try make a move on Verstappen? Go, go, go. Come on. Come on, Pierre.
Overtake.
You can do it. Go on. Get the overtake done. You can do it. Go on, get it done. Get it done. Get the overtake done. Oh, he's doing it. Oh. Right, drop back down again. Oh. I wonder what the lap times are going to be in comparison on this one. Now we both had one lap in virtually clean air.
7 to go.
It was literally about 0.03 of a second quicker. We're going literally full on attack. Now Albon,
Go push.
you can just do it. Just push. Push with everything you got. Just go for it. So how are you doing today, F1 Manager? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're keeping well. Hopefully it's not rainy wherever you are, like it is here in Austria. Looks like Hamilton is just dropping off. So, unless anything drastic happens, which I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx you, Max Verstappen, and make you do a lock-up. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But unless anything drastic happens, I think this will be the final kind of standings, for at least for the top 5, which I'll be very happy with. You know, obviously we qualified 8th and 9th. Obviously we started 7th and 8th because of the Charles Leclerc.
Get the tyres down now.
Could be.
Because of the Leclerc grid penalty. Right, what I'm just going to try and do for Gasly, I'm just going to see if we can harvest a little bit of ERS without losing too much time. So we can gain a bit of DRS, then we can try and have a lap where we go full send. We need to get ahead of him. That's what we need to do. If we can get ahead of him, I think we can win this race. But we don't want to lose time by harvesting, so we're just going to keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on the delta. Just going to speed up a little bit. Go right close to him. Oh, and now we are just starting to... Who's that behind us? Is that Charles Leclerc behind us? Yeah, it's literally Charles Leclerc. Right, we have actually dropped back quite substantially there from Verstappen, from trying to do a bit of harvesting of the DRS. ERS. I always get confused with them too. Right. Well, let's send it again. Another car's ran wide, sector 3. Anyone that makes a difference to us? Probably not.
Someone's run
I'm
wide.
good, thank you, bud. Just back from my clinic. Thankfully with good news, had a suspected detached retina but turns out it's not so neat.
Oh wow! Damn. Well, I hope you're feeling better, bud. Hopefully another race here in Austria is making your day just a little bit better for you. Yeah, making your recovery a little bit better. But I hope you recover well soon. Thank you for the awesome work on the strategy. Yeah, it was one of those that I did a bit of playing around with it, and I thought about doing like a medium hard, a medium soft or something. I just thought it was too risky. So I wasn't sure if we were really going to be able to get the advantages done that we needed to.
So it's going to come down. Yeah, no time.
What was the last lap time? So again, Gasly was faster again last lap. Kind of catching up again. But this is looking like this is how the race will finish. And I'm happy with that. Just trying to get past the blue flagged cars. Get back with Verstappen right ahead of us. All the cars currently Leclerc backwards, having been lapped. Carlos Sainz is starting to close the gap. You know, he's probably cut down about another 5 seconds or so.
Sainz was in season 3 on Williams save. Alsk started an Alta save with the new updates.
Ah, you've started a new save. Okay. So obviously I know that there was one in patches where it only took effect after, you know, when you start a new save. Obviously, I think it's the ones to reflect the true life. I've seen some crazy screenshots and stuff that seem to suggest like Ferrari are so super fast. How have you found the other teams and the differences to supposedly quote unquote reflect real life times? How have you seen them with that new save of yours? I'd be interested to know that.
And let's go push.
Okay.
Full deploy.
And we are now on the last lap. So Verstappen, unless we get a major lockup, is going to win this race. Let's just stay on board with Verstappen. We want to see him lock up.
Check the DRS.
Yes.
We want to see him just lock up or crash or something.
Yeah,
please, Max. Please, can you just crash out?
This will be the last lap.
Okay.
You can see him, he's doing well. Yes, about half a second behind him. Could he manage to get something on the last lap? Back to another 0.8, 0.9 back. No. So run wide now. This is where it's been happening all race on. Please just run wide right now. Come on, Max. Do it for Williams. Do it for Frank and Claire Williams. Ah, God damn it. Ah, well, never mind. Here we go. Let's see Pierre cross the finish line in P2. He has finished P2. And then Albon, he's just coming around as well. You know, Carlos Sainz in P3. Well done to him.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And Albon.
Well done, that was a tough day.
Let's see him.
And P1, wait 5 seconds, and P0.
And here he is, Albon about to cross the line.
That's the flag.
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah, copy. Nice job. Nice job.
Oh, P2 and P4. You know, the first race where we qualified both drivers getting into P3. Wow, another good race. Oh, yes. I'm happy. I'm a happy bunny, as you can tell. I'm a happy geek.
Personally, I feel like some of the drivers have changed a little, yeah. Max crashed out 3 out of 4 races at start of season, LOL, I mean ILT.
Yeah, I mean, I would take that as well. I would have taken a Verstappen crash in this race, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be, was it? Unfortunately, this one, we're still so close. We're still awaiting that maiden victory for Williams, you know. And I don't get what's happening.
A wonderful result here
Great
for the
result,
Williams
but well
driver.
done.
Yeah! Yeah!
This is a tremendous podium result.
I want to
It's
see
joy all
us on that
around
top
for the
step.
team.
Tell you what, their hair looks way too good in this game. For having just got out of a sweaty car after
And for
being
this
driving around for
Williams
like
driver,
2 odd hours.
a podium finish will no doubt provide
Another
a huge
podium
boost for
finish.
them.
Yes! Get him.
Top step is coming, I can feel it.
It is coming. It is coming.
But remember, it's
Oh.
not just about today's trophies.
I don't know
it's
how
the
many
points that can
P2s
make all
we've
the
now
difference.
finished. Obviously, I got...
A very impressive showing today for
was
Williams.
it the...
Bad at all.
I think, was it
Team in the
Canada
pit will be
and
happy with
Miami,
that.
I'm thinking,
And
off
after
the top
this
of my head. I
result,
need to
the
take a look
team
at that in
is
a
fourth in
second.
the constructor standings.
But I mean,
As
that
we
one
reach
was
mid-season,
all
the
strategy.
battle will pick up
That
again
was
in
all
Tokyo.
strategy in
Join
that
us
particular
in the south of
race.
France at the circuit, Paul Ricard.
So I mean, looking forward to the French Grand Prix. The fact that we didn't have a great race last year, we were so bad. It was the race to forget last year out. So Ocon, Perez, Alonso, Hamilton, Albon, Sainz, Gasly, and Verstappen all get the points in this particular race. Oh, and I've just remembered, we're going to find out the results of the vote very, very shortly. So will this mean we go back to the more traditional point scoring for first down to 10th and back to sort of 25 points for the thingy? So we're going to find that out in a second. So Pierre Gasly's got 2 podiums and 2 fastest laps this year. Albon's got 1 podium and 1 fastest lap. So that's pretty damn good. We've gained 2 points on Carlos Sainz, Pierre Gasly has, and gained a place over George Russell because he scored no points because he was screwed over by the team there. Albon 5 points closer to George Russell, so we're 6th and 8th, which is really good to see. And we are still P4 in the constructors. Again, we've gained about 9 points over Mercedes. Obviously, we're still about 27 points behind them, but we gain nonetheless. Never concede. We're still best of the rest by quite a severe distance. Alpine, with their great result, they've gone up into P5, overtaking Alfa Romeo and McLaren. Any development points earned? Yes, Albon has. And nothing for Terre. So let's do that. So 4 million extra pennies into the budget. So that's really good news. We will look and see if there's anything we want to spend that on momentarily. Oh, upgrade complete. The car testing centre. Brilliant. That is good news. That is really good news. So the boardroom will be upgraded in 10 days as well. Right. We've got 16 million. The factory. That's the development speed. Oh, which was the one I really wanted to do? This was... Oh, still just shy of that. 18 million to upgrade the design centre. That's the one I really want to do. So we can basically do 3 designs at one time and use engineers for all of them. That's the big one. So maybe after the next race we'll be able to do that. Right, our drivers, we're going to do our points. We're going to obviously look at the regulation changes, or possible regulation changes, in a moment. What do we want to do? I'm thinking we want to go with the accuracy one because he's been running wide a little bit more lately. Let's go with that. Actually, maybe it should have been cornering that I did that with. But consistency. I can't even say that. That's a little bit better. Okay, just out of curiosity, any any drivers have become, more interested in coming to join us? Oh, no, spot us. No, it's still all the same ones. Still all the same ones at the moment. No one wants to join Williams. No one wants to join Williams. Now I'm wondering, do we maybe consider changing James Irwin? If there's a decent race engine. Actually, no. I'll tell you who I'd love to get. I want to get Pollington. So, no, we're going to keep James, I think, to the end of the season. And if we can't get Bono or Massoni or one of these really high-leveled ones, I think we'll go for Chris Cronin. And we'll use him as the upgrade for us, I think. I think we'll go with that. Right. Just have a look at the cars. Still another 18, 19 days away from our new parts. So we're not going to be able to do anything just yet. Yeah, so I wanted to see, how many P2s have we got now? Yeah, P11 and 10. P6. Australia was P4. Emilia Romagna was P9. Miami, that was a great one. Right, Albon got P2 in Miami. Spain, P4 was the highest. Monaco, P5. Azerbaijan, P8. Canada, I think this was the other one. Yeah, Pierre got P2 in that one. P5. Right, so we've had 3 P2 finishes. We've had 3 P2 finishes. So top step is definitely coming. I don't know how well we're going to do in France though. I've got no kind of feeling of how we're really going to do. But the big ones is medium speed and high speed corners, which is possibly going to suit our car. So maybe we might get it. Might get it. We will have to see. Right. Shall we take a look at those regulation changes? What is happening? Are we ready? Yes, we'll do that. Get ourselves extra couple 100,000. Right. Post-race debrief. Engine cooling needs to improve. Yep, we know that. You've been telling us every single race. Check the flag. Yep, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. That is upgraded. Yep, we know that. That's perfect. Right. Regulation changes. We're going to find out what is going to happen for the points and everything for next year. I'm going to close my eyes. You're probably going to see it before me. I'm going to find out in 3, 2, 1. Ah, people voted against it. They voted against it. Wow. So we're staying with the point scoring next year on how it currently is. So it is going to be still positions 1 to 8 scoring points, no bonus points at all. Literally 7 against 3. Every other time I always say it's always 6 to 4. And I'm surprised at that. I mean, let's take a look at that. Aston Martin, Alfa Romeo, Haas. I mean, those 3 in particular, I would have said should definitely have considered it.
Haas voted against, emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
That's what I mean. Yeah, exactly. Haas voted against. Like, considering that Aston Martin and Haas have scored no points at all for this entire season, why would you not want to vote against a regulation change that could actually help you and potentially score your points? Why wouldn't you want to go for that? That, again, this is the kind of thing like Ferrari, Red Bull. I can understand them not wanting it, I can understand them not wanting to go for it because they're thinking, yeah, exactly, yeah, and Aston. Yeah, I can understand the big teams not wanting to go for this, but one way it's going to ultimately benefit the low teams. Why wouldn't they want to go for that? It makes no sense to me. It absolutely makes no sense. But that's what it is. That's what it is. Right, have we got anything up until the French Grand Prix? It doesn't look like we've got a lot. It literally just looks like our normal kind of upgrades and stuff like that. Oh, actually, are we going to... Oh, I was about to say, I think we're going to hit a new calendar month, which will give us some extra money coming in, but actually it's not, because we have to wait until after France for that. So we're going to have to upgrade the facility I want to do next time out. That's going to be a little while away. Whenever it kind of cracks on. Oh, we've got an important email. Low stock on suspension. Let's have a look. Right, suspension, we've got 3. That's fine. Got 4 underfloors, 3 side pods, 4 rear wings, 3 front wings, 2 chassis. Oh, actually, maybe we should manufacture another chassis. Or is that the one that we're building? What are we designing? Underfloor and side pods. Right, no, I think we should manufacture a chassis. I think we should definitely manufacture at least 1 chassis. Should we go for 2? No, let's go for 2. Yeah, we'll go for 2 chassis. Just make sure we've got them, just in case. Just in case we need them, you know? Oh, the CFD simulator. So these all do wear out very, very quickly. So we've got to take the hits on these, I think. Take the hits on all of the facilities, basically until you get to that point of max upgrading them. That's when you can worry about just paying to refurbish them. Because I don't think it's worth spending the money to refurbish that when we're probably going to upgrade it in the future anyway. Right, so the boardroom has been upgraded. So that is going to increase our team attractiveness by another 20. Has that changed anything? Is anyone now potentially interested in coming to us? More so than usual? Still not. So, I would be interested. Obviously, you say you signed Norris in Season 3. When did you finally actually manage to get Lando Norris interested in you? I'll just be interested on how long it took you to get to that point. At the moment, literally no one really above like Bottas is interested in coming to us. Obviously, the only 2 above Simone Resta, these 2, they're not interested. Literally no one above Sinelli there. Race engineers. Literally no one other than Chris Cronin, basically. So, yeah. Let me know how long did it take you to get the likes of Norris and people like that to actually be interested in you? Just be interesting to know. Right, let's have a look at the car analysis.
Not until Season 3, bud. Most facilities upgraded in a 5th place finish in Season 2.
Right, okay, fair enough. Maybe we're a bit slow upgrading, I don't know. Again, let me know how you think your facility-wise is compared to mine. Let's have a look. What is our car looking like for this one? So let's compare to the Alpine. Alpine are one of our big competitors here. Wow, okay. High-speed corners, they are severely faster than us on this one as the overall car. Mercedes, yep, definitely faster in the high-speed corners. Red Bull, they're better in the medium speeds, okay. McLaren, oh yeah, they're way off. Ferrari, wow, okay. So, I have a sneaky feeling, unless we get a really good strategy or maybe a safety car or something like that, I don't think we'll probably be getting podiums or anything like this.
Opinion. Alpine were my rivals for sure towards end of Season 2.
Lovely, thank you for that input. That's really helpful to know. So, yeah, France is this track. I've got no experience with. I know so little with it in this, because literally, if you saw the episode where we raced at France last year, it was my shortest episode by far, because it was literally about half an hour. Because literally, it was like, yeah, we're at the back of the grid. We've spun out like 2 or 3 times. What can we do? And I literally sped through it. I pretty much speed 16 all the way through the race. I literally paused for nothing virtually. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we're going to do in this one. I really don't know. But I've got a few days to obviously think about it. So F1 Manager, thank you very much for joining me once again. Really pleasure to have you on board again. Thank you to anyone who has been watching behind the scenes as well. We're going to leave it there. Obviously, we've got the real life race coming up this weekend in Singapore, which I know it's going to be weird times for myself in the UK. So what I'm going to plan to do is do another race. I'm going to look to the French Grand Prix this coming Sunday, so day after tomorrow. So obviously make sure you subscribe to the channel to obviously get the notifications. You'll be able to see me when I go live. I'll obviously just need to work out time-wise for that one. But the aim is to do it before the race. Actually, let me just take a look. UK time.
Take care, mate. See you Sunday. Emoji thumbs up.
Grand Prix F1. Oh, the race is live at 1 PM. Oh, actually, that's surprising. I thought it was much later than that. Okay, not a problem. Well, I'll either do it before the race or I will do it afterwards. I'll need to work it out, see what would be the best one with that one. But for now, thank you very much again for watching. My name's Kevin. I'm a geek, and you've been watching Kevin the Geek. Goodbye.